Buck Moose is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 72, Buck Moose.
They're going to come right at you with their best pitch, and that's usually a fastball.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, you know, when you get two strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah. That thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. Side target here, and he hits it for strike one.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got two.
Nunez is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Yeah, and you know, this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
Buck Moose is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 72, Buck Moose.
As he quickly finds himself down a strike, it's 0-1. Now a chopper to first, might only get one. Fielded cleanly, and they'll get the fielder's choice play at second, but that's all.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time.
96 miles an hour.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Sung comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number two. Aiken called strike two, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Another good win for these guys, and they're playing some confident baseball out there right now. That's their fourth win in a row, so they've got things firing on all cylinders.
Buck Moose comes on now trying to keep this ball game tied.
72, Buck Moose.
I am here, and he's in control 0-2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
Struck him out as his woes continue as he falls behind 0-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Phillips is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two.
Back into that dugout as fast as he can.
And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his third strikeout of the ball game. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means we'll have to go a little longer tonight to find a winner. 9 can't. Buck Moose is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
72, Buck Moose.
He's still frustrated after that first called strike. That's still on his mind.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number two. Kazuhito Sato will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. 0-1. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. Estrada is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Buck Moose is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
72, Buck Moose.
No messing around here in this ninth inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitch, and that's usually a fastball. From what I've seen of this guy so far, this is one of those guys that has that makeup.
Them for the rest of the weekend.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Blanco ranging into shallow right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. Nobles is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, maybe a little problem is that they wind up having to burn through the bullpen a little bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish off this victory.
Buck Moose is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 72, Buck.
Him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
Well, he just hasn't looked comfortable all night long.
And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the ninth.
The batter, number 2.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you get a good sense of his value to this ball club watching this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, and now they're an out away from wrapping this thing up.
Stepping in now, Kenny Cross. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. Blanco is there for it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line.